Hey there, Ride the Car Guy here, and today let's put an aftermarket radio in a 3rd gen Ram. I picked up this Ram from my dad who finally got himself a new one, and it has a stock radio, so certainly can't tolerate that. This time I decided to pick up one of those Android custom fit radios, so it's going to be the exact shape of this radio. It's going to have that sort of OEM fit and feel, but it's going to have all the features of the modern day radios, CarPlay, GPS, all that stuff. So let's pop it in. My understanding is it's really simple on these. Obviously we're going to have to run microphones and things like that, but as far as the actual radio itself, you just have one screw underneath this little hook here. There we are. And supposedly this whole thing kind of pops off. Nice. Just kind of work my way around here. I think my little radio came with a tool, this little guy here. So I'm just going around and finding all the places that it has pressure clips. There we go. And, oh, it's all upset. There we go, perfect. Very nice, that was incredibly easy. So now we just have 4 screws here. Once those are out, just pop it out, and you're gonna have a few connectors. Antenna, and then this guy here, main connector, pop it off. It's that easy. All right, so I ran all the cables, and to be honest with you, I've installed so many aftermarket radios and I'm just kind of over it. So I really cut some corners this time. For the GPS antenna, I basically just plopped it on the dash in front of the driver. Then I ran the wires down the A-pillar underneath the dash and then back up into the radio bay. The microphone, I was even lazier. I just snapped it onto the side of the steering column cover, articulated it up and down, made sure it wouldn't actually hit, and then of course ran that into the radio bay. For the backup camera video feed, I just poked a hole in one of the grommets that was in the firewall, and then I ran that through. That of course got me outside, and then once I was outside, I ran it down the side of the truck, and since I have this custom flatbed we made, I ran it down the frame to get it to the rear. On this side I have everything plugged in, and man is it a mess. It has a lot of flexibility, which is pretty cool. That's gonna be your backup camera. It has 2 USBs, so those are plugged in right here. And then we have this whole mess, which is all of the the audio visual inputs and outputs, so you can take other sources and put them in here, which is pretty cool. And then of course this is the main harness that goes to the vehicle. And this one also has a CAN bus decoder, and that plugs in right there. So we have everything plugged in. Now all we need to do is plug everything we wired in, and we're good to go. This one does have an antenna adapter, so for this one we just plug that in here, and then that plugs into the antenna port in the radio. Let me get all my various wires kind of put together here. Microphone, plug that in right now. Backup camera to backup camera, nothing special there. GPS antenna gets plugged in up top. The USBs, one I'm gonna feed into the little change drawer down here, so I can just open it up and it's there. The other one I'll try to get maybe into the glove box. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm gonna grab that. And I'm just gonna make sure they're tucked underneath. So let's go like this, so we can just install the radio and then worry about the USB afterwards. Then we grab our antenna, plug that in, and then the main harness right here. This actually came with it since it's for a Dodge. It came with both of the connectors. One harness for the 2 connector style, like this, and then one with the 1 connector style. So it came with both, which is pretty great. And now we just find a way to kind of tuck all this back here without making too much of a mess. There we go. And I'm just gonna find, there's actually a cavity back here. I'm just gonna kind of tuck everything back there to make it easier. Perfect. And just screw that in place. Now, like I said, one of the USBs is gonna go down here into that weird little change drawer or ashtray, I guess it is. The other one I haven't figured out quite yet. I might just tuck it back here for now. But for the rest of the wires that have a bunch of excess, you're gonna have a lot of space behind your HVAC controls down here when you close this up. So I'm gonna do the cable management down here and kind of set it here. I hate having to try to stuff it back there and make it all fit. So for instance, our microphone has a lot of excess. I'm gonna grab that, wind it up, zip tie it. There we go. And when I go to close it, it's gonna sit right about there. There's almost no slack for the GPS antenna, so that's fine. I'm just gonna leave that the way that it is. And then lastly, we have our slack from our backup camera. So now if we take all of this, stuff it back there, I'm gonna grab our panel. I'm gonna tuck this back there for now. That's the other USB. I'll figure something out here in a minute. And then get everything back in place. Just trying to be careful here as to not break anything. Ooh, there we go. Nice. What an awesome fit. Simply because I can't wait any longer, I'm gonna flip it on, see how it looks. Oh, wow, okay. Now I have exactly 0 experience with these, but it looks like you have a couple dials That's volume. Looks like this maybe selects things. It says Bluetooth, it kind of making it look like it has wireless CarPlay. And, oh, hold on. It's showing me what doors are open. It has a little vehicle on there. This truck originally didn't even come with this. That must be that CAN bus decoder. Anyways, I love the way this looks, but if you want to see a full review of this radio, I'm actually going to do that. So it'll be on my other channel, Ride the Car Guy 2. Just click the link in the upper right-hand corner to take a look at that. Okay, so where have OEM fit aftermarket radios been all my life? Because I love the way this thing looks. So yes, you're gonna sacrifice some screen space, but the fit is absolutely impeccable. It looks so good in here, like it's meant for this vehicle. I'm really apprehensive to use an Android-based system. I've always had like a hate-hate relationship with Android, but who knows, maybe this will turn me around. So I'm gonna try it out. I'll try to use some of the native features, and I'll put a review video again on my second channel. You can see that over there. But that's it. This is actually a super, super easy radio install. So especially when you do kind of a sloppy wiring of all the extra accessories, but regardless, super simple install as far as the car is concerned. And in my opinion, it looks utterly fantastic. So if you have any questions or comments about this, put them down in the comments below. If you did an OEM fit radio and you like it, throw that down in the description so other people can check those out. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.